Let's begin by exploring the client suitability interview between Audit Senior Sally Brown and Keystone CFO Henry Carpenter. This conversation is a key part of due diligence, revealing how auditors identify and assess risks before taking on a new client. Notice the focus on business risks such as intense competition, vulnerability to cyber attacks, and challenges in retaining skilled personnel. Sally's probing questions highlight the importance of understanding internal controls, third party reliance, and the broader risk landscape critical steps for any effective risk assessment process. Building on those initial risks, Sally and Henry's dialogue turns to international markets and internal risk management. The company operates globally, exposing it to political and economic uncertainties abroad. Henry outlines robust oversight by their Global Risk Management Committee. Sally then addresses internal controls, particularly revenue recognition, where strong procedures and regular reviews help minimize errors. The discussion also highlights a commitment to ethics, diversity, and whistleblower protections, connecting culture directly to audit quality and organizational integrity. Now, let's review the financial performance metrics and auditor communications. Keystone's annualized recurring revenue grew by 8% compared to last year's third quarter, with GAAP diluted earnings per share up 5% and non-GAAP up 15%. Their Moody's credit rating stands at Babatwo, reflecting solid creditworthiness. Sally confirms there are no outstanding issues from prior auditors, emphasizing the importance of clear communication and transparency key factors in evaluating client suitability and planning effective audit procedures. Now that we've explored the client interview and financial performance, let's focus on the foundation for your project, the Milestone 1 Guidelines and Rubric. This title page marks the starting point for your audit assignment in ACC 640. The guidelines and rubric are your roadmap, outlining exactly what's expected as you move through each phase of the audit process. By following these instructions closely, you'll ensure your work aligns with professional standards and academic expectations. Remember, a clear understanding of the rubric not only helps you meet the requirements, but also strengthens your ability to connect theory with practical audit procedures throughout the project. To complete Milestone 1, you'll apply generally accepted auditing standards to plan your audit. Start by identifying both internal and external risk factors based on client interviews and industry research. Next, describe controls designed to minimize these risks and consider how they influence your audit approach. Use GAS to pinpoint areas needing further analysis. Finally, define the audit's objectives, scope, deliverables, and data requirements. This step-by-step structure ensures you bridge theory with real-world auditing practice. To successfully complete your first project milestone, start by downloading the Milestone 1 working paper template. This Excel file will guide you through documenting your risk assessment, internal controls, and use of auditing standards. Be sure to review the Keystone case study and client suitability interview. These resources provide essential background for your analysis. Consult the rubric closely. Aim to exceed expectations in every area, from identifying internal and external risk factors to clearly defining objectives and scope. Remember, precise documentation and proper citation using APA style are vital. Clear communication and accurate citations are key to excelling in your project. Use intentional language to make your analysis easy to follow and tailored to your audience. This demonstrates professionalism and understanding. When citing sources, follow academic standards carefully. Attribute all ideas that aren't your own and double-check for accuracy. Consistent, effective communication and correct attributions not only meet rubric requirements, but also reflect real-world audit practices, helping you build credibility as an emerging professional. Sometimes a blank page can be more than just empty space. It's an opportunity to pause, regroup, and reflect on your progress so far. As you work through the audit milestone, use moments like this to check your understanding of the project requirements and ensure you're on track with your documentation and analysis. Take a breath, review your notes, and consider if there are any areas that need clarification or further research. This intentional pause can help you maintain focus, reduce errors, and approach the next steps with renewed clarity and confidence. Remember, thoughtful reflection is a key part of the audit process. Navigating your online learning environment is essential for staying organized and making the most of your resources. On this interface, you'll find helpful action icons like reflecting in your ePortfolio, downloading materials, printing documents, or using DocReader for accessibility. The Activity Details tab provides clear instructions for each task, while navigation arrows let you move easily between topics. Take advantage of these features to track your progress, revisit important information, and ensure you don't miss any critical steps in your audit milestone. Using these tools effectively will help you stay on top of deadlines and maintain a structured workflow throughout the project. Let's dive into the Keystone case study. Keystone Incorporated, a publicly traded financial services company, recently acquired Xbroker, a strategic move that shapes our audit focus. As part of Penman Associates, your audit team must understand Keystone's structure, international operations, and revenue streams from the US, Canada, and Japan. Early planning meetings highlight the importance of independence, materiality, and risk assessment. Your task: develop an audit program that addresses these risks while ensuring evidence quality for high-risk accounts. Keystone's financial landscape is complex, from growth goals and rising costs to new loans funding expansion. As you prepare for the January audit, pay close attention to key personnel like the CFO and IT manager, as well as internal audit functions. Your role is to assess internal controls, review financial accounts, and evaluate both business environment and inherent risks. Drawing on academic best practices will help you design a thorough audit program that meets professional standards while addressing real-world challenges.